So I think I'll shift now. Let me give you kind of a sense of, so how did I get into this work? And why do I think it's valuable? But how did this occur for me? So in a nutshell, without going on too long about my story of how this happened, a little bit more than 25 years ago, as I always like to tell the story, I was minding my own business as a psychologist in general private practice. I didn't know if I believed in reincarnation. I sort of didn't know a lot about the soul. And quite simply, I had a very dear colleague, my original psychologist colleague, with whom we built a group practice of psychologists and psychiatrists. He died in his early 30s from a type of lung cancer. From a human perspective, it was awful. It was difficult. His family, of course, and those of us that knew him well, were deeply grieving. But at the same time, when he passed, apparently at the soul level, I'd agreed to grow. And what happened for me that in the beginning was very surprising is that I began to sense his energy all around me. I had really no doubt that I could feel him. I began to intuit information from him. I felt that he was communicating with me, and by using my own intuition, I was sensing what he was telling me. At the same time, with my eyes closed, and often in the darkness of either early morning or having gone to bed, I believed I began to see scenes of past lives that I was sharing with him as a person, obviously as someone else, at his soul level, or as a soul. And I thought this was shocking. So I turned to Earl, I told Earl what was going on, and basically, simple story, long story made short, Earl said he realized that he had pushed aside, tucked away, repressed, that as a boy, he remembered his past lives, but he didn't want to tell anybody because he thought that was pretty crazy. I didn't remember my past lives as a child, but I became fascinated. I wanted to learn about how do our past lives show up in our current life? How does it help us in our current life to understand our past lives? What's that about? What does that look like? Why is it beneficial to understand our past lives?